Hi everyone, Turnthany Fan Table here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for a quick list talking about basically all the records, the releases that I am looking forward to, not necessarily buying, but maybe that I'll be looking out for this coming Record Store Day. If you don't know what Record Store Day is, it is this annual celebration of all things vinyl and record stores, where a lot of different labels and artists will release exclusive limited runs of 7 inches, EPs, albums, whether it be like an older record and they'll do like a crazy double LP colored vinyl reissue or something like that, or maybe just like a piece of vinyl that they'll only run for just a limited time only of maybe some single that they'll only put out one time. Who knows? I'm not really here to discuss the economics or the politics of Record Store Day or buying music in general, as opposed to pirating it or streaming it, because we do a lot of that now. I'm just going to list the Record Store Day releases that sort of caught my eye and sort of relay them to you, and then maybe you'll look out for them as well and get a hold of them before I can. Ha ha. Black Star, you already know, and fix you up on the same 7-inch fantastic hip-hop duo consisting of Mos Def and Talib Kweli. Also, we have a 7-inch with the Black Keys, as well as bluesman Junior Kimbrough. If you don't know, the Black Keys did an EP of just Junior covers once, and I think it's one of their best releases in the Black Keys discography, so it's awesome to sort of have a 7-inch with them together. There will also be a David Bowie Changes 7-inch picture disc, so if you really love that track and you want a picture disc. And there's also a little Johnny Cash Live in Prague 12-inch. We have a 7-inch from D'Angelo and the Vanguard with 1,000 Deaths on the B-side, but on the A-side is the song The Irish. So, if you really love that new D'Angelo album, you might like that 7-inch. There is also a Jay Dilla picture disc dropping this year. It's sort of in the shape of a police badge, and it's a song titled Fuck the Police. No direct relation to NWA's Fuck the Police. Just another hip-hop song with pretty much the same sentiment, but a totally different song and sound. There is also a live album from hardcore punk act, crossover punk act, DRI, live at CBGB's. Apparently they blast through 40 or so songs on this record. They are doing a Bob Dylan Basement Tapes reissue, as well as a little heart-shaped 7-inch of the I Love You Honey Bear track from the new Father John Misty record. Strangely enough, the Front Bottoms, as well as New Jersey experimental rapper GDP, are going to be ending up on the same 7-inch this Record Store Day, as well as Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and the rock band Stiff Little Fingers with the track The Message. One side is going to be the original, and then the Stiff Little Fingers track is a cover of that song. Two fantastic rap albums are going to be getting some elaborate packaging this Record Store Day as well. The debut Jurassic 5 album, which is going to be given this really amazing wooden box treatment, which is a beautiful way to treat that album. And there's also going to be like a CD pop-up book version of the KMD album Black Bastards. There will be a reissue of the McCluskey Singles compilation, so if you love noise rock and post-hardcore, look that up. And there will be a 12-inch of the Mark Kozilek's. There will also be a release of 106 Point Never's Commissions 2, as well as a 7-inch picture disc of the Mastodon song Atlanta. There will be an Off Live at the BBC album, as well as a Polaris reissue of the music that they wrote for the infamous P and Pete soundtrack. If you're familiar with P and Pete, a fantastic, classic, old school Nickelodeon show that has a soft spot in my heart. There will be a reissue of a 7-inch from Frank Zappa, the Overture to 200 Motels, and there will be a release of a Run the Jewels EP featuring that track that I don't know if you heard it with Despot and Wiki that didn't quite make the cut on Run the Jewels 2, so that will be laid to vinyl for the first time, non-album track right there. Thelonious Monk's London Collection Part 2 will be getting a colored vinyl 12-inch reissue treatment. The pop group will also be releasing some new material on an EP titled Versions Galore. Also, if you're into funk music, pop, and post-punk, be on the lookout for that ESG Moody EP. Fantastic little musical group from New York, one of my favorite groups of the 80s. There will also be a reissue of Swan's first 12-inch EP, a reissue of Swan's first 12-inch EP. as well as a yellow and black 12-inch record of Wu-Tang's Protect Ya Neck. Yes, yellow and black. We live in a wonderful time. And those are essentially the records that I will sort of be on the lookout for this record store day. If you are planning on trying to get some records on record store day, look for a participating store near you and make sure to head out early so you get toward the front of the line when the store opens. And yeah, that's it. You're the best. I believe in you. I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope you find the records that you are trying to find. And yeah, that's it. Anthony Fantano, Record Store Day, Lionel, forever.